Hello and welcome to Metal Vice, a podcast where we talk about all things music.
Well, the things we care about.
That's right, which is mainly metal music and live music. I'm your host, Brian, joined the other host,
Karen.
And today we're talking about this band shirt I'm wearing, which is Skald.
Well, not the band shirt, the band.
Yes, I got the band shirt at the band.
At the concert.
The tour shirt at the concert for the band Skald. Yes.
English.
All that kind of shit. But before we dive into that, just a few housekeeping items. First, you can reach out to us through email if you would like to. Our email is metalvice1@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram. Metalvice1 is our tag there, our name there. And if you're watching us on YouTube, Metalvice1, I think, is our channel.
Metalvice podcast.
Something like that, whatever. You can leave a comment on the videos, and we'll try to follow up on that. It's really weird. Sometimes I don't necessarily always follow it for some reason, or it's hard for me to watch sometimes. So not the most accurate way to reach out to us, but definitely a way. So yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, and if we're at a show,
yes,
saying
of
hey
course.
to us at a
Yeah.
show in between
yeah, we
bands.
always forget that one.
So
live at shows.
Yeah, that's always a lot of fun. So getting into Skald, I think that's how you say the name.
I think so,
Skald.
Yeah.
I discovered this band. I don't know if it was them or the opener, Haxa or
Haxa.
I think it is Haxa, Haxa. It was one of these two bands. I can't remember what one. It might have been Skald.
I feel like it was Skald that you showed me the Instagram story.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through Instagram Reels, I think on our Metal Vice account, and it just happened to come up as like an ad, like, hey, we're going to be in tour, or we're going to be touring. Come check us out. And they played a little bit of their music, and they were going to be at Reggies in Chicago. I was like, holy fuck, yeah, let's go check this out. Tickets for this were $30 with like $9.98 in fees if you bought them online, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
With Reggie's shows lately, we've been showing up at the door and just buying them at the door.
Yeah.
If they have them, they have them. If they don't, they don't. Whatever. So that's what we did this time, and the tickets were only $30, so no fees or whatnot.
Yeah.
But before we got our tickets, we ended up going to Reggie's for dinner that night.
Yeah, it's not something we do typically, but
No.
every place around us was busy. So
yeah, we showed up at 7. Doors were supposed to be at 7, and the line was like out the door. Not wrapped all the way like around down all the like to the end of the block, but it was, down past the entrance to the restaurant, which we haven't really seen at Reggie's for a while, for the last few shows we've been to, where it's been that busy at the time of doors.
But we also don't go outdoors.
I was also going to say that we also don't go at doors. So, but they weren't open. The doors were supposed to open at 7. They didn't. We got our food. We ate, and that line stayed pretty long for half an hour to almost the entire hour until the show was supposed to start. Yeah. We don't necessarily eat at Reggie's, mostly because I feel like it's a little overpriced for what you get.
It is, yeah.
When you look at the menu, it's like $15 for a burger, which that seems average. The burger itself that I had was fine. It wasn't the greatest burger I've ever had.
Mine was pretty good, but the fries were good.
The fries are great. The fries are really, really good. Almost as good as Kuma's, honestly.
Yeah.
The fries are pretty solid. So I will say, definitely get the fries. You can get them as a side too, and we've done that before. Any case, we got like 2 burgers, 2 beers, and a soda for like $75. And I was like, that's
kind of expensive.
fucking like pricey.
Yeah.
And that's before giving a tip too, I think.
It was before a tip, yeah.
And our little helpers here. So then we end up finishing up our dinner, our meal, right before going into the show, which was 5 minutes before 8, which is when it was supposed to start.
Yeah.
And just like the last few times, it says show starts at this time. We've shown up a little bit early, like 5 to 10 minutes, and the band's already started. And that's exactly what happened here too. The band had already started. So a little disappointing that it's always a little bit early, but hey, just heads up for Reggie shows. If it says 8, maybe show up 15 minutes early because
it could be a little
start
early.
Yeah. And so we walk into Haxa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Haxa?
I would say Haxa.
Haxa?
Yeah.
I keep saying Haxa mostly because I know she's a witch.
Oh.
And hexes are a big thing for witches, at least according to WandaVision that we watched. Hexes or Haxa, whatever you want to say. It's a EDM witch band.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say EDM to see electronic.
Or electronic witch.
Yeah. Electronic witch music. Okay, the first part of this is probably really choppy. We tried to let our cat out of the bedroom, and he he just cannot. We can't record with him out here.
Yes. So that little bit was probably a little choppy, as you
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Because I'm
Hopefully
sure
this
there's
is
lots
better.
of cuts of us trying to cut out where he's bugging us. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways,
Here's another cut as I open my soda.
we're talking about Haxa,
Yes.
electronic witch music.
Yeah. And we get there. We work our way over to stage right. And the crowd's it's not sold out by any means,
No.
but it's pretty dense.
And I was getting a little nervous because the line was kind of long, and then we saw people walk up and then they like left. So maybe they just weren't going to the right band. Maybe I don't know what the whole scenario was, but I was like, it was the first time that I was like a little nervous that maybe they were sold out.
Yeah, I was definitely getting nervous that they were sold out. I really wanted to go to this show. You could still buy tickets online if you're
Yeah.
sitting there looking. Like you could still buy them. It's like if worst case scenario, they say no, we don't have tickets. We check to buy online again, show back up like, hey, look, we have tickets. Second worst case scenario, maybe it's going to be streamed on their YouTube channel and we can watch this. Turns out, I think you said it was streamed.
It was, so I'm gonna watch it again.
We can go back and watch this
Yeah.
again. Yes. Spoiler alert. We fucking love this show.
Yeah,
Also, while sitting there, and as you pointed out, maybe they went to the wrong band.
yeah.
Reggies has 2 venues that we know of. I think there's a third
4
or
total.
4th. I
Yeah.
don't know where those are.
Yeah.
But they have the Rock Joint or the Music Joint. What's the one that we saw?
Rock Club.
Rock Club. That's like the big venue. Then they have like the Music Joint, which is the bar.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just
Then
call
they
it
have,
Reggies
like,
and the bar stage.
Another room that is mostly comedy, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
We've never been in there. And then they have, I think, upstairs another room as well.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, which we've never been
either.
Yeah.
Well, at the bar stage was a emo night band or something.
Yeah. Emo something, yeah.
So you would see people walk up and go to that rock club, and they'd turn around and walk back and come over to the emo night. And you're like, oh, you can definitely tell by what you're wearing versus what we're wearing that you're not in the right spot.
Which is still black t-shirts, but it's just the band on the front of the t-shirt that's a little bit different. So
a little more colors than
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
on the shirts.
white.
Our shirts are usually like just white.
Oh,
and they have
I
like
see
the
what you're
bright
saying.
pinks, the bright
I see what you're
blues,
saying.
shit
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. I was just going off the band. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
got what you're
I
saying.
get what you're saying.
Also, while we were eating dinner, we forgot to say this. Standing like right next to us, I guess a couple big fans of Skald came up and handed somebody, I think he was in the band, handed them food. And they were talking to him about like upcoming shows and the new album they have coming out at the end of September. And the guy who was talking, it was a male and female, and they were talking to this guy, and I believe in Skald. And he's like, yeah, you guys have a new album coming out, right? He's like, yeah, I think we do here in a couple months. And the fan was like, yeah, it comes out September 25th. And the band's like, it's 25th, 26th, 27th, somewhere in there. And he's like, no, it's the 25th. It's like 6 days after my birthday. And she's like, the female that was with them was like, yeah, he's already got it marked on the calendar and everything. So clearly big fans.
Yeah.
And I think they brought them like pastries or something for the band to enjoy and whatnot. So we got to hear a little bit of that. I think that's where he said, somebody there said that Haxa was a local band.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you tried to look that up to confirm.
I did, and I couldn't see anything that said like Chicago or Illinois or, Midwest or anything like that.
Yeah,
So.
the one thing is the fan was like, he was basically saying like, oh, that's right, I saw you didn't have any openers listed on your show, so you're just getting local support, which is awesome.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
talked
we
about
like that.
bands doing
Yeah.
that as well. And it is just these two bands, Skald and Haxa. Jumping back into the show, we get into the show, we find our spot to where we're going to stand most of the night, and it's just her on stage, and there's another guy with like a drum.
Yep.
It's like this wooden sort of circular drum with, I took it as, it might not have been, but as like a pelt or some sort of skin.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Deer, whatever it was, buffalo, whatever, I don't know, drawn out over it, and that was supposed to be like the hand drum
Yeah.
that he was beating on.
Yeah, kind of like what you see in like tribal
Mm-hmm.
type stuff. Yeah.
She's up on like her witchy get up, which is just like this black flowy dress type thing with like this little headpiece on with like gems and sparkly shit all over it.
Yeah, like fake antlers with fake black antlers with like gems hanging from
Yeah,
them.
and he's like just in this little cloak thing, and he's sitting there beating the drum. And I think I noticed right away that he would beat the drum, and you'd hear a drum beat, but then there'd be a couple times where it'd go like bum bum, it'd go bump 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 bum bump bump bump, and it's like that bum bump where he would only hit the drum once. I was like, what the fuck? And then during the times where you'd be a one beat, he'd hit it twice. And like, oh, he's not doing the drum. That's just backing track. And I was a little taken aback by that. I even told you about it, and then you're like, well, it's EDM or it's electronic. It's all backing track. Which is what gave you inspiration for a 666 topic that we talked about, which I think
we already recorded that, but it's the difference between electronic music and backing tracks. So like her electronic music her genre or her persona of a person singing to electronic music versus a backing track. What's
the difference? Why am I opposed to one versus the other, basically? That will be up in the future at some time. I'm not sure when that will come up, but that will be one that will be coming up for 666. And I was not a fan of the backing track of that aspect. It took me out of it. It's like, you're just a prop. I don't like backing tracks when you are just going to, and I talked about this during the 666, but when you're going to just be a prop. Like, if you're going to perform live. Fuck up if you, like, I'm fine with you fucking up.
Yeah. I think you keep saying backing tracks, but the music is electronic music. So he was just a prop. The music was electronic. Like, she literally she would be like, oh, this song is about this. And then she'd push a button and start singing. Yeah. Like, so, I mean, there was that whole aspect where maybe with bigger electronic players, it's like the music starts or something, but I don't know. I don't go to electronic music to know how that works.
For that first song, she was up there on the board, and I thought she was like hitting keys and shit. So
I saw that. Yeah.
At first, I thought it was like a synthesizer or a keyboard or something that she was playing while singing, and then you had the drum, and that's like, oh, that's fake. So I thought that was real, but there were other moments where she would just sort of hit play and then go stand and sing. Yeah. And this guy who was doing on the drums, he wasn't there the entire time. He left after that song. She did a couple things by herself. She did this sort of incantation thing with the crowd, give me the earth, and then she'd have us chant back, give me the earth.
Yeah, I don't know what those are called, but like, she's like, I'm not gonna turn you into a witch. Like, I'm not pushing being a witch on you. Like, it's all about soul, and it's all about like
getting with nature and just serenity. Being one with the world. Yeah. Don't be wasteful. Don't be harmful. Like, what she was saying is like, honestly, all of those sort of points are things I personally do agree with. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, I could see myself considering myself a witch or Wiccan or whatever the fuck boy one is. But at the same time, it's like, that seems like a lot of work.
It's a wizard, Harry.
Sure, I'd be a wizard.
No, I think, this isn't about religion or about anything like that, but I think a lot of those things are the good connotations of anything, and it is what people strive for. Yeah, it's when you get into the, like persecution or like the politics of it, or like if you don't do this, you are going to hell, you are bad. Right. Is like when it becomes like such a thing. I don't know, but I mean, if you look into Satanism, it's like, it's the same thing. It's like, be good to the earth, be good to your neighbors, be good to yourself, like all that stuff. Like, that's what people want.
Just core values. I mean, like, even the core of like Christianity is the same way, where it's like XYZ, like all religions point to this. Yeah.
So sorry for the cut again. We're having lots of problems. I think our camera overheated.
Yeah, we've been recording all day, so it's probably about done. This episode might not be long. It wasn't going to be long anyway.
Right. But I apologize for all the choppiness.
Yeah, it's going to be very choppy. Getting back to the music, we were talking about how like the little ritual thing she did. Yeah. The dude who was playing the drum, he had left. He now came back on after that with his guitar, which again, I couldn't tell if it was a real guitar. Like, it was hooked to an amp. I saw that.
Yeah, well, he did hook it up.
But like, at that point, I was already at the point of like, you're just a prop at this point. Yeah. Like, I don't believe what you're doing. Yeah. In terms of music wise, what were your thoughts on the music? Did you enjoy it?
I didn't dislike it. I don't think it's something I'm going to listen to.
Okay.
But I didn't dislike it. It wasn't like something of like, oh my God, I can't listen to this. Like, this is horrible. But it's definitely not my go-to by any means.
They didn't have anything on Setlist FM, so I couldn't add that. In fact, I think this is the only show they have listed on Setlist FM as ever playing.
Yeah. She did make the comment when she did the whole ritual thing in the middle of the show. And she was like, I apologize. I've never done this with this many people. So I don't know if like she's just starting out, or like if she does like party, like not party. That's the wrong way to say it, but like
smaller witch gatherings.
Smaller gatherings.
Her coven's a lot smaller than Reggies.
Yes.
Which
Reggies is not big, or there wasn't that many people there.
Yeah.
But it's
a word I knew about but learned more about because of WandaVision. That's a really good show. I love WandaVision, so definitely worth checking out, folks, if you haven't.
I like WandaVision too.
And Agatha all along. That was also a really good one.
Yeah. I think a lot more from Agatha than WandaVision. But
anyway, back to the music.
Yes. We gotta get this done before the battery or the camera dies again.
I liked the music quite a bit. There was nothing, like I said, on Setlist FM, so I couldn't add anything to our playlist, unfortunately, because that's where, what we do. But listening to the music, I got vibes of Lord of the Lost, but they're slower songs.
Oh.
Not like they're heavier, deeper songs when they had a slower bit in the song or a slower song altogether.
Yeah.
This sounded a lot like that to me.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I really like this.
Yeah. There was one song that she sang about, which I think was the song after the whole like ritual thing that she did, and then she did a song about spirituality, and then she's like, well, now that we got that out of the way, now we're going to do a song about a witch getting killed.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I did listen to some of the vocals or the lyrics to that, and I was like, okay, like, like this could be a deep, dark song, like that could go down the style of music I like. But with the way the music was and the vocal or like her voice, it's just not the sound that I like to listen to.
Fair. I enjoyed her music. I enjoyed her sound. I enjoyed her banter with the crowd as well. I thought that was really good. Yeah. If she is just starting off, she's really, really good.
Yeah,
she
did good. Yeah.
I would love to see this again. Like, I will keep my eye out. And if they are local, hopefully we can see them again. The thing that took me out of it a bit was definitely that believing that second person on stage was just a prop, not actually doing the thing he was pretending to do. Yeah. And again, that's why I hate backing tracks. And when I start to have that thought towards a band, whoever it is, I start to like get disengaged with that performance. Cause like, fuck this is kind of lame.
Yeah.
But overall, the music I thought was great. Her banter was awesome. The crowd seemed to be into it.
Yeah.
Like when she was doing the ritual, the crowd was like chanting along. Yeah. Even I was doing like and give us the air or whatever it was.
Right.
The last
I would say that too. Yeah.
The last one she had, it actually felt kind of therapeutic almost. Earlier that day, I went to yoga, honestly, because I did metal yoga out at Sound Growler earlier that day. And, there's parts of that are like very mindful and whatnot, the meditation part at the end. And that song and this whole evening of music I felt very well in with like starting your day off with yoga and going into this music of just being very mindful and
that's true
spiritual.
Both her music and Skald's music is very, it could be almost ritualistic or like everything you just said, like spiritual, mindful, like connecting music from the folk aspect of Skald and then her witchy electronic music.
Yeah. I enjoyed this performance a lot. I really did. A little upset that we showed it. I don't know how much of the show we missed. I doubt we missed that much.
Hopefully it's just like half of a song or something. Yeah.
So I enjoyed her performance a lot.
Yeah.
And I was super excited for this night because I was not expecting this, to be fair. I was expecting more tribal, folky type music.
Yeah.
But it was a pleasant twist for sure.
Yeah. I do have to say between Haxa, sorry, I don't know how to say it, and Skald, she got done at like 8:30, maybe 8:32, something like that. And then I was like, they're not going to go on until 9, are they?
You did say that.
And I hate that. Like almost everything was on stage too. Like it was already up there. I'm like, I hate the long changeovers.
Yeah.
Like you don't need 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For an elaborate set, yes, you need 30 minutes. Or like if you're taking down an entire set and then putting up an entire set, yes, you do. But not for this.
Yeah, I guess you can say it like if bands, Metallica has done this. I've seen that posted on like Instagram. Like these are the times bands go on. There's a strict curfew at this time, so we'll be done by this time. Sometimes they go over. But I could see an argument being they were told they are going on at 9.
Yeah.
They ran off and did something else, and they didn't get back into Reggies or around Reggies until 8:55. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
No,
could
they
be
were
that.
standing back there. I saw them standing behind.
I know. I did too. I'm saying there could be an
I
argument
understand what
for
you're saying.
that.
I understand what you're
Just
saying.
trying to play like devil's
And
advocate.
also, like, everybody has to be ready to go. I get it. I totally get it. I don't like it.
But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
you will go on no later than 9. If you can go on earlier, we'll get you on
My
earlier.
body doesn't want to stand longer than it has to.
They take the stage. They do have a set list up on Setlist FM. So we're going to throw that up on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube right now. And we added all of these to, well, all that we could to our playlist as well, which is awesome. We're not going to read these off because
Are they not English?
they're not English, and I don't want to fuck up these words so bad. Like,
Well, thank you for not making me do that.
I would demolish these fucking words in a not a good way. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to show any disrespect whatsoever. And when we fuck up words when we're saying names and whatnot, we're not trying to be disrespectful. I hope that comes across, but we're not even going to try to butcher these.
Sometimes we can't read English, so we definitely can't read other languages either.
Right,
so.
especially with the characters of that language set.
Yeah. Are they like with the dots? And
Yeah, let me
everything?
pull up a couple and show you here.
Sorry, that was really rude of me to say too, like with the dots, but I know what I'm saying. Like where there's like an O with the dots over it and stuff, yeah.
Because they are from the Baltics.
No, they're France. From France.
They're from France?
Yep.
Really?
They're from France and they do Nordic folk music.
I would have thought they were from Scandinavia.
Yeah, I would too, but not according to Wikipedia.
France, interesting. That was not the vibe I was expecting. Because, all their music is like Nordic or Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Knowing that's a little disappointing, I guess. If you're going to be, I guess, whatever. Play folk music, I'd say play French folk. But I bet there's some of that overlaps into French.
Yeah, just back in the 1500s French.
Yep. One song I could say, O Valhalla.
Oh, yeah.
But then there's other ones. Odin, I think, is a song that's on there.
Odin. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't make me read these.
This one, LJOSAILFUR. Le Chauffeur.
I don't know how to put the word on that.
Yeah, so there's some like really hard ones and other ones that aren't as hard for
Ruin.
my dyslexic brain to figure out. So again, not going to read off the words. Found these guys on not YouTube, Instagram, saw the ad. They had played a little bit of their music. I was like, fuck yeah, I want to go see this. So they are like a tribal folky
Nordic folk,
but like a tribal, I guess that'd be the folk aspect.
Yeah.
I keep saying tribal because we discovered for one of the Karen's picks, like the second or third one we did.
Oh, what did we do?
There was like that tribal band. I can't remember who it is. They only have like the one album, like the Blackbird or something like that, whatever. We fucking love that album. It's so good during like Halloween, like spooky season. It just has those vibes. So you have like the crow cawing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then there was, after that, a band we discovered. I can't remember their name. It starts with an X or H. Hurlin.
Oh yeah. What is that one?
I can't remember. But during the 420 day show we did.
Oh, they were
one of the bands. They were up in Milwaukee. We went down to Indiana to see Godsmack because they were doing like an acoustic set.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like a unique set.
And then there were like 3 or 4 other shows that same day that got announced where, we bought those Godsmack as soon as they got them or went on sale. And then all this other shit was announced. Like, fuck, that would have been so much better.
So much stuff that we're like, oh, we would have rather seen that than Godsmack. I mean, not that we didn't want to see Godsmack, but it was like something new that we hadn't seen because we'd seen Godsmack before. And also like, I don't know. Yeah, there was just a lot that was announced.
And it was at like Helix. I completely are fucking with that name. I can't remember what it was called. I'll need to research and find it. But they were sort of like this tribal folky band type thing they'd come out with like antlers on and all these like sort of tribal gear on and whatnot. And their music was just so amazing. And I wanted to go see them so bad. And that was a couple years ago and we haven't really seen them and it's sort of fallen out. I haven't listened to much of that music since. Yeah. Until these guys I saw their post, and then I started listening to their stuff on
Spotify.
On Spotify, yeah. And just like it fell in love, and I was so excited to see this. And sure enough, as soon as they started playing, it was like, holy fuck, this is amazing.
Yeah, because they have 3 drum sections.
Yes, 3 drummers.
Yeah, so like you got like the, not bongo drums, that's the wrong way to say it, but like the big tribal drums in the front.
Yep.
And then in the back you have a guy that I think he had a board, like music board, in a little box, because I saw him a couple times and I'm like, oh, it looks like he's pushing buttons. So I think, but they built a box around it so you couldn't see it.
For like switches and pedals and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But then he had a big round drum up on the side. And then the guy in the back had 2 drums and then a sheet of metal that had runes on it that he would hit for like the symbol.
Like your splash sort
splash
of gong
sound.
type thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't anticipating that being used as an instrument. It made perfect sense once it was there.
Yeah, I thought it was just a prop too, like just like a background thing.
And then your main singer lady, she was up front playing all sorts of instruments, flutes, horns. She came out with like a actual horn and played that during a song. That was fucking awesome. They were definitely elements that were backing elements.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying with the
could
switches.
be him doing like the synthesizer or whatnot.
Yeah.
O Valhalla, I do remember that, and just like, oh my god, I even started chanting along like O Valhalla because it was easy enough for me to do.
Yeah.
For like a new listener to pick up that one song. It was a fucking amazing time. I found myself honestly closing my eyes.
I saw you closing
a lot.
Eyes. I didn't know if you were tired or if you were enjoying it.
Just like zoning out and like swaying back and forth and whatnot. Like that's how I get at like dead shows. I had a little bit more movement at like dead shows. But yeah, it was good just to like escape and just sort of let it overcome.
And it's not a show where like the crowd is moving. Like there's no pits, there's no nothing like that. So it's not. I've talked about that a lot, where there's a lot of shows that I like to go to that I want to close my eyes and just take in the music, like a Signs of the Swarm show or like an All of Sulphur show or something like that. But like the minute you close your eyes, there's somebody hitting you from the pit or something, you know? Like,
which is weird to me because that's not the show you want to close your eyes at.
Well, no, but I want to take it all in.
I guess it's different for you. Yeah.
That's my spiritual music.
I guess.
No,
so.
This was very spiritual as well, but
it was so fucking good. And I've wanted to see a band like this for years now. And we just haven't. And there's a lot out there. We just don't know them that well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is kind of a mix between like Eluveitie, even the Who. Sometimes like with the what's that called? Like guttural?
The like throat singing.
Throat singing, yeah. Like so there was that, and like that reminded me of the Who a lot because they do the throat singing just in Mongolian. But like Eluveitie, I got vibes from that sometimes with like the melodies of the music. So there's definitely like, I was trying to think of like who would I want to see these guys on a bill with, like to make an entire night of the same music, or not the same music, but the same type of music.
So I was thinking about that as well. We saw a lot of shirts. Well, I saw a few shirts, not a lot. Maybe that's overreaching. But while we were sitting there eating dinner, watching the line go by, I saw a few shirts from like the Knate show we went to go see last year at Thalia Hall with that dude who just did the drums.
The sound, yeah.
And I'm like, that would be very interesting. Like, that's not the same style as this, but like,
as an
to
opener,
me, it's
though.
the same sort of vibe.
Yeah.
And then even that Kanate or whatever the fuck it is, I can't remember. And then Sun O would be interesting with this. Yeah. Like all of those sort of that genre. Yeah. I don't know what genre that is. Like, but it's.
That's not how to explain that.
It's not like doomy, but it is doomy. Yeah. It's spacey. It's its own thing. I love like Sun O.
Sun O and Sun O and Sun O.
And Sun O, yeah. And this band too, Skald. Again, it's not 100% identical, but I was thinking a lot of that Kanate show that we went to go see. Kanate show, of just being not, as you said, the crowd wasn't movement, but you're just there to sort of absorb the music and let it sort of flow over you. And there's lyrics and whatnot, but you just let them sort of go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. As we're recording this, we saw this on July 11th.
Yes.
The day, well, when this gets posted, the following day we will start our road trip, but we will be heading to Fire in the Mountains in Montana. Yes. I was thinking that this music would be perfect at Fire in the Mountains, to be in the mountains and hear this.
Yes.
Like with stars and stuff. Like, I don't know. I was just like, this would have been a perfect.
This is a perfect song for our band for that.
Yeah. I did look. Maybe there's some band like this on the bill, but there's a lot of band. I think I only know 8 bands on the bill. So
Baroness definitely isn't this style.
No.
Yob could be a little bit, not like the same style of music, but fitting that vibe of Fire in the Mountains.
Yeah.
But I agree. Like this would have been perfect.
Because I guess where I was going with that is the thought that I had when you were saying like you were closing your eyes, you just wanted to feel it. I kind of had the thought of like, I just want a blanket to be able to like either lay back or just like sit there like cross-legged and just like listen.
I would love a giant bonfire between us and them.
Yes.
Like I want to watch them through the flames of a bonfire as it's sort of crackling up.
Like as we were camping a few weeks ago, and just like have them out here in the fire here and us in our chairs.
That would be fucking brilliant. That would be so good.
Yeah. Not that if it was at a different venue than Reggies, I think it would have even had a different vibe. I liked the smallness of Reggies.
Yeah.
To be able to like have that like closeness and like, you know, that whole thing.
I was definitely thinking about that too. Like, all right, what other venues could this work at? And it's not necessarily the smallness and closeness to me, like the intimacy of having a small venue. To me, it's the dirtiness of Reggies. Like having this at House of Blues or
like Vic or something.
I think the Vic might work. That's kind of dingy and run down a little bit. But like Salt Shed or the Radius, for instance. Like even if you were able to sell all those tickets, the venue's just too new and too nice.
I get what you're saying.
I kind of want this music to be in an outdoor sort of setting, which is sort of dirty
outdoor
and dingy.
Would be perfect.
But outdoor would be awesome for this, for sure.
Yeah.
At not like Northerly Island, something like
no.
Yeah.
Not like an amphitheater.
Yes.
Yeah. No, like outdoor, like in the woods. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I fucking loved this, and I want to see more shows like this.
I was just thinking that I think last year I found out that like in Switzerland they have like up a mountain is like music.
Oh, really?
France is pretty close to Switzerland.
It is, yeah.
They might play there.
They could. They could.
It's definitely a bucket list thing on my list. I can't remember what it's called. But it was when I found out about it. But something like that. Like I don't know why I want to put mountains to it.
There's just a vibe that you want. You don't want it to be at like walk-in where it's out. No, technically that's outside.
Yeah.
But you want like nature, more nature.
Yeah, nature around it.
Less
commercial.
I don't. That's even the wrong word. Like I know we're going to Fire in the Mountain. I know they're gonna have a stage with like amps and whatnot. But like, I don't know. It's This definitely got me in the mood for Fire in the Mountain. It got me super excited for that show that we're gonna go see.
A good start to the week.
Definitely. But yeah, this was so good. The crowd was a bit shitty at times. A lot of chatter. There's one dude from England or some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Who just like, I don't know this band. I just wanted to show up.
And talking full volume loudly to anybody.
Being very weird.
Yeah. Kind of grody to a woman.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that story on the way back.
Yeah. No, that just took the vibe out. And I mean, he got a lot of looks, not just from me, but from a lot of people. Yeah. But nobody said anything to him. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, how do you handle that?
He's also like 12 fucking feet tall and 1,000 pounds. Like, he's like Andre the Giant type guy.
Yeah, he was a giant guy, so.
And not like fat or anything, but like
he was
meaty.
He was just tall and big. Yeah. So.
But yeah,
maybe that's why nobody said anything to him because they're like intimidated.
But I like that did take me a little bit. There's a group by me that was chattering a lot. Yeah. But again, there were times where I was able to close my eyes and just zone out and get into the music.
I was trying because we were around a lot of people talking. And like as I was trying to listen to it, I was just trying to like zone them out and only listen to the music. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Which again, going back to that K&H show we saw, K-Not, I can't remember the name of it, but whatever. Going back to that show, I remember the crowd being silent the entire time.
Like they knew not to talk.
Right. And like seeing those shirts in the line for this show, I was like, holy fuck, that's awesome. It's gonna be a great crowd. Yeah. And it kind of wasn't. The crowd wasn't the greatest. Which sucks because the music was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And honestly, the crowd was super stoked for this band. So many people knew them. So many people were chanting Skald before they even came on.
Yeah.
The fake encore thing, kind of shitty, but whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of bands do that. So.
Yeah.
Talking about people talking though, the vocalist for Haxa, or she was standing back near where we were, and she talked a lot.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, you're a performer. Like, you know that you want people to watch the show. Like, why are you talking?
Yeah. That was frustrating. It was cool to see her in the crowd. She was taking photos with people, saying hi to people, handing out gifts to random people and whatnot. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, I saw her in the crowd. I heard her talking as well. And a part of me was like, why the fuck are you watching this set? You should be at your merch table.
Yeah.
Like,
where people can come talk to you.
Right.
In the back where you're not by the band.
I think toward the end of the night, she ended up going back to the merch table. So she was only up there for a little bit. I can't remember.
No, she was back by me most of the night.
Was she? Okay.
Because so you kind of stood off to the side, but then I stood in the middle for most of it because I wanted to see everything that was happening, and I couldn't see very well from the side. Eventually, she annoyed me, so I moved over by you. But I was almost like dead center in the middle. So,
all in all, though, like,
no, it was a great show.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, and I really want shows where we stop saying like the crowd sucked, like everybody talked, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, we need to stop doing that because it's just commonplace now. The one reason I wanted to bring it up now is because, again, this music definitely lent to a more quiet crowd to just absorb the music and let it overtake you, and just, like I said, close your eyes, zone out, and just let the flow over you. Like, it's such great peaceful music.
For sure.
I think they're signed to Napalm Records.
Oh, really?
But I was going to ask you, like, at the beginning of our shows, we talk mostly about metal and live music. Definitely live music, but would you consider this metal?
There was metal aspects to it.
Yeah, it's really weird. I got that too, but at the same time, like, this isn't metal. I
think it would really fall under the metal genre. Well, I mean, maybe there's like 666 metal genres, so maybe there is some aspect, but there were metal aspects.
Yeah.
Like, there was definitely like guttural vocals. There was a lot of drum beats that would go under metal. I don't know. Yeah.
The friend who took me, I was thinking at the end of the show, the friend who took me to see Bob Dylan earlier this week.
Okay.
I was like, fuck, I should have invited him to this because this would have been a great show. I think he would have truly fucking loved this. And that's, I gotta reach out more to that group that goes to more of those folksy sort of Dead and Company type shows, Fish shows and whatnot. So, they might enjoy this a little bit. And again, this could be a gateway for them possibly to check out more.
Yeah, Wikipedia has them as pagan folk and Nordic folk.
Okay.
So, but as we were there, bringing up the metal thing, like, I was like, and that makes sense with pagan folk, I was thinking, like, sometimes the music that you see, we've never been to what are those things called? Renaissance fair.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes the music that you see portrayed at Renaissance fairs has metal connotations to it. And that's what I kind of got out of this, is not Renaissance fair music, but like parts of it, I was like, could go that way. So to what you're saying of like, would it be metal? No, not necessarily, but there are aspects of that.
Eluveitie to me is definitely more metal, but they have more like, they lean hard into that, with folk being another component.
And they have like electric guitars and stuff too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again, I think that could be some of the backing elements that we heard every now and then, like a electric guitar. The one thing I enjoyed a lot, other than her coming out and playing the actual horn, like an elk horn or some shit.
That was not elk horn, but
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Is the 3 different drums. So you got some really, really cool beats that you could do with those 3 different rhythms and whatnot.
There was an antler that he would scrape against. Yeah. Which really went well. All of the composition of the songs like went so well together. And I know we've been talking about that a lot, especially in this year, is like, we enjoy the composition of songs more than necessarily like, what's the guitarist doing? What's this doing? It's like, how does it all come together?
How does it all fit together? Short, quick, choppy, very choppy
sorry
episode.
Sorry about that. We should have probably stopped and re-recorded.
Probably should have.
Oh well, we need genuine. We can't like recreate this. So
hopefully it was enjoyable for you with all the choppiness. We didn't touch too much on the set list, like I said, but it was up on the screen, and I don't know. This band was fucking phenomenal. This type of music I want to see more of. I love it when they include some of the metal elements, like you said, Eluveitie. was one example. The Who is another example, which I just saw a reel on Instagram about a bunch of different Mongolian bands.
Yeah, we need to check.
So need to check some of those out.
We need to check those out. Sorry.
But yeah, super, super fucking phenomenal night. I liked both bands. The second band, though, was...
I like the second band more. I like Skald more than Haxa, but like I said, Haxa was not a, oh my God, I hate this sort of thing.
Right now, this is on the list for best shows of the year for me, for sure. This for both bands, honestly. Like this night as a whole is up there for sure in best bands or best shows of the year for me so far, and also leading into Fire in the Mountain again. Having that in the back of my mind, just being like, holy fuck, this fits the vibe I want at Fire in the Mountain. Are we gonna get that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope we get some elements of that, and I think we will. Is it going to be all this? No, it won't. No. How much of this sort of stuff do we get? Or these sort of feelings and vibes do we get from that?
Yeah, the spiritualness of the songs. Yeah.
So super, super glad we got to see this. Glad it wasn't sold out. As you said, it is up on Reggies.
Yes, I will watch it
YouTube.
Again. Yeah.
If you can, if you're interested, definitely fucking check that out. Yeah. It's so good. We loved it.
Reggies TV or something like that on YouTube. So
definitely something we'll be watching again for sure. But yeah, I don't know. You don't get these experiences unless you go check out live music. So get out there, check out live music, and we'll see you at the next show.
Bye.